Okay, so we have our image. We know that we have our data source. Now everything is set up. Let's go ahead and move on and get the user interface a little bit cleaned up and add other elements or widgets that we need. So in our container here, I'm going to add a decoration. I put a box decoration there. Say colors, and I want this to be transparent for now. You'll see next why. And then I'm going to say border radius, circular. I'm going to make about 14. I'm going to also add a border because I want to have a border outline. So I'm going to say border, that all, and I'm going to add a color, blue gray, and I'm going to give a shade of 400 like that. While I'm here, I'm going to put a style. This has to be border style, solid, like this. Save that, and we should see something really nice there. So it's very light, as you can see. Now we're having a padding problem. That's not a problem. We should know how to fix that. I'm going to enclose the entire container here. So I can click here, say Option Enter. I'm going to add a padding like this. And I'm going to change this to 12 and change a little bit. Next, I'm going to actually add another widget or wrap this widget in the center that so that you can see gets to the middle. Much better. And while I'm here, let me add padding around our text, about 8 like this. Okay, that's very good. So we have our text here. We can also add a style. So text style like this. I'm going to give a font size of about 16. I'm going to give a color. I'm going to make this white. Voila, looking really good. So here I'm going to add a row. So I'm going to say row, okay, because now we're going to add the buttons that will allow users to say whether it's false or true. So our row will have children. So first of all, for our row, I'm going to make alignment center here. Let's say center. Actually, I want space evenly. Okay, so everything is evenly spaced, as the name implies. And I'm going to add a raised button here, different kinds of button. Notice we must pass a onPress. Anonymous function here, arrow function. And in this case here, I'm just going to go ahead. This is going to be called check answer. Okay, we'll see in a second how that will transpire. Let's go ahead and create this method in our class here. I'll change that, add more things to it. And let's go ahead and pass a color. For this button, it's going to be the same kind of gray, blue gray as we have with a shade of 900. Let's give it a text. Let's give a child. It's going to have text that will just say true like that. So save this. There is this nice button that says true. It's a raised button, as you see. So I'm going to add another button here. It's going to be pretty much the same as the one we just created. So I'm going to copy this. Remember, we inside of our widget children, so we can add as many as we want. And say false for this one. And now we have both of them. Now, as you can see, they're nicely aligned because we added here space evenly. And next, I'm going to add another button here. So I'm going to copy and paste. This one is going to be, and this one here, instead of text, I'm going to just pass an icon. So I'm going to say icon. Let's see, let's try again. Icon. I'm going to pass an arrow forward like this. All right, so there is this very nice arrow forward. And while I'm here, I'm going to just also make this white. So I'm going to say color. And this is going to be the same for others as well. So I'm going to copy this, pass a style, text style. All right. And they're all white, looking really good. Okay, so for our icon forward here, this is actually going to be something different. I'm going to say next question. Okay, I'm going to copy this and we will create all of them. Let's go ahead and create a method. All right, so everything is set up for us. We have all of our 3 buttons here. So we have the true, false, and the forward arrow or arrow forward. So all of this is good. Now it's time for us to connect all these buttons with our data to actually have that interaction of a quiz. All right, so we're going to do that in the next video.